Greetings everyone and welcome back to the Crust. How good of you to join. Take a cup of coffee, sit back, relax and enjoy as we continue onwards with the next expedition out here on the moon right now. While we wait on this to happen, of course we have a lot of things to be done at the base. So after the very chaotic first episode, where also this whole base here got destroyed by an asteroid impact, we're now in the process of trying to uncover the secrets and also of course building up our mining empire. But before we continue, let me briefly show you my partner Patreon. If you enjoy the content and consider supporting me directly, then Patreon is the way to go, with 95% of your contribution going to the channel without additional fees. You can choose between 4 tiers of support and earn perks such as your name in my videos, access to the Discord VIP server with key giveaways, as well as ad-free selected videos on the platform. Membership can be cancelled anytime. Thank you! That we want to make profitable as well at some point, of course. We are wasting science points right now. Let's have a look at this. That is the social tree, right? So we do have some basic tech here for another 60 days. So we could start with, yeah, those basic techs here for social. One of them is the license for tender system, unlocks the ability to sign resource and research contracts with different organizations. Very important that we do this one. So let's just finish those two as well, right? So that we got a lot of tech right now that's being researched, 3 of them at the same time. And in this case here, the landing platform still takes some 3 days. The extractor upgrade will still take a bit more than that, 19 days. But those 2 techs here will be very quick with my social tree. Very good. And contracts are of course something I want because we want to make money as well, and that will still take some investment. We are also excavating our way right now to this titanium deposit over there. So that's the first real valuable deposit that we have now after iron and silicon. Another thing we can do in the meantime is that we're at the steel capacity and the silicon capacity for my furnaces. So of course we should build storages for these here. Let's just have a look at that. We have a single resource storage. So this one has 1 resource, but with that it can have that in a lot of quantity. And let's just add this one somewhere down here for the iron, right, or for the steel that we have then as well. And I would also like to have one then here for the silicon that we have, right, because we're going to have of course several of these then together. And let's also just get this one done. Oh, there's basalt rock, so I will not be able to cut all of this here for now at least. Research completed. The landing platform, perfect. Something that we needed. We're also working on the automatic repair now. Very important to get my cargo truck on its way. There is the first one, right? So the single resource here, and let's select this and let's go with steel. That's coming out of this. And let's also have a belt going from here to the what? Why is it doing like that? There you go. And I would like to do the same thing then for the silicon right here. So there's the output now, and we finally can continue with the production here. Meanwhile, it is nighttime, so we are now consuming energy again. 48% already and going down pretty fast. It should really last us though.
There is a leveled platform and several small buildings. Wheel tracks are leading away.
And we have arrived at the research outpost.
Inside the structure is disarray. Items are scattered, lockers are open and emptied. Emergency crates are opened and emptied. In some rooms, there is a large amount of research equipment and materials. There are no people to be seen. They clearly left the outpost in a hurry.
Alright, what should we do? Extract the scientific data or salvage the machinery? Let's salvage the machinery this time around, because for science I think we're pretty much set for a while.
These days, we can use all the resources we can get, Director. Send the drones to the outpost and have them gather whatever they can.
Right, also, next in line, so there's now, yeah, some cargo here, right? We need to have some robots over there. Aluminum, microcircuits, microprocessors and control units. Very high valuable stuff. My scout we can actually send to the paid lab already. It will though not go the full distance right now, because it's already almost out of energy. It will start its journey and then it will stop at some point. But once day creeps in again, we can continue with that. And for this expedition here, we don't have a transporter at the moment. So I need to wait on that anyway. Right, where are we here? Well, it takes quite some time to get to this titanium.
Director, it looks like the rover has run out of power. The rover is solar powered, and as soon as the sun goes down...
So basically what I just said. It's going to wait now until the next day. Alright. Here it's coming along now though. So we have it all unlocked. And let's start with the titanium mining.
You can't build here.
This one also needs then a titanium refinery. So we have this down here, components, right? So the regolith refinery then. So I guess it makes sense to have it right next to it. Then we have the output. And let's also wire this whole thing up. For that, once again, we need a pole here. And also some belts. And the cool thing is we can actually do this all while the construction is still ongoing, right? So I don't need to waste time and wait for it to finish. Another thing we still need is the furnace. For this I need a bit more space, so let's make clear of this. Area 2. And by the way, do we still need so many extracting mining drones? Yeah, let's just go ahead and do this. They can actually, instead of just sitting around, excavate a bit further, right? So that will be also unlock more building space, because it's getting a bit tight. Actually like to excavate all of this here. And probably also around my elevator. That's going to take some time anyway. Still sitting at 30% battery life. We're in the middle of the night now, so should be coming along. There's now finally also my titanium coming out. And we can then refine this here into titanium oxide. And the oxide we can then send to one of my furnaces, the smelting furnace. Let's have it right next to it as well. One problem though is right now that we don't have enough power output anymore to power all these machines, right? So my maximum output is at 80 at the same time. So that means I need more batteries, because more batteries means I can output more power at the same time. Right now my batteries are the limiting factor. So let's also go ahead and do this up here. They're already working at capacity. And for that, let's just go ahead and give me another... Yeah, another 4. I mean, we have the resources. That is also on its way now. There's some repairing here. So this. And there's also something else over here. This one needs repairing now. Components and steel. Lots of steel. Let's start the repairing of this. Will take some time anyway. Right, there's the next batteries, so we're really losing energy fast right now, but they should be in there quickly, or soon. So this one gets the resources now. And we're a bit low on the smart concrete now too, because that machine broke, the pressing module. Should be online though soon again. And here we also have now the next production, and that is then titanium.
Research complete.
Next research, the extractor upgrade. With this, the extractor mining cycle is increased by 30%. So we are mining now faster than before. It's an automated upgrade, so I don't need to implement this anywhere here. Actually, no, I don't. We also have an upgrade here that we can do by boosting it by another 50% for 25,000 credits then. Tech-wise, automatic repair. That's important because I don't want to click on repairing all the time. The license tender system, and I think we still have also something for engineering. Composite factory. produces components from steel and titanium. Let's go ahead and do this. We need it for one of my missions. 15% batteries left. We should be able to make it. Still haven't built the batteries yet. Smart concrete is missing. And I would definitely also like to continue by building me a few more small solar panels. We only have this one, unfortunately, right now. The medium solar panel produces way more. Where do we have that? There it is. Let's also cure it in, right? We need the medium solar panel at some point. Daytime it is. At 11% we finished the night. That's not so great, I think. So let's charge more power. Finally, construction of the batteries also continues, so that we can output more energy at the same time. Now we're at 100. And how's it looking there? Very good. That one also has received all the materials, and we can repair our cargo truck.
Objective achieved.
And there it is, our cargo
You can't
truck.
tell from the look of this old timer, but the cargo truck has passed all its tests and is ready to go.
And with that, we can now send the cargo truck over here to this expedition, to this research outpost, where we do have all these materials, right? And, oh, can we only select one of these at the same time? Alright, before I can actually do this, we still need the expedition center working. That's something I don't have yet. Probably also then another attack again. And with that, also automatic repair has been finished researching.
Research complete.
And I hope we're not wasting any research right now. I think it was the green one? No, the green one we're doing, and the components factory now. Next in line is the landing platform. So let's go ahead and do this all the way up here. Should be in logistics, probably. There it is. The landing platform allows you to prepare cargo pods for shipment necessary to fulfill the contracts. Let's just see. Let's have this one definitely somewhere in the center here and not too far away from my elevator. And we've also arrived at the paid lab, so we can now choose a type of sign point that we want to get with that. I think engineering is my go-to here. And we can select, oh, the quantity for credits. That's not so great. Let's take the basic form. There you go. Losing a bit of here. We don't have that many credits, right? You don't get them in. So in this case here, that's that. Let's continue onwards. We can always come back to this one, right? Once this has been finished. Let's send my scout to this demolished structure over there. I think it's the last expedition point for now. Because we still also want to find out where the meteorite crashed. Alright, one thing is that my pressing module is not really fast at producing smart concrete, so I would like to add a second one now. We'll need to do some salvaging here though, so let's get rid of this pole there. Let's just hope that not too many important things break. It's a connection. It shouldn't be connecting anything meaningful though, right? So we can get rid of that. There it is. And with that we have room for another press. For smart concrete. Right, there's the bulk resource storage coming in. It's full, by the way, almost. Nah, it's not full, sorry. 300 out of 4,000. And let's go ahead and connect this one too. And this essentially doubles my production now for smart concrete. Let's just see where we could have one of these poles now. I think this one we can just... oh, this is at 4. So let's actually dismantle this press for now real quick. So that we can get this another pole then up here. And then another one here. Right. And this one we connect then with those presses. And please hurry up with that. So let's increase priority. And there you go. And both of them are now working, producing smart concrete. The night is creeping in again soon. We are 100% storage, energy storage. It's great stuff. Let's actually build me some 3 more batteries. The next research has been completed, and that's the components factory. Perfect. That's actually pretty big science that we just finished, science project. There it is. Components factory needs 30 electricity. And I think it also needs personnel. Is that right? I will just see. We need the input. Let's have this one a bit further over here then. Right. The first one. And let's make sure that I have a bit of room to have then another one at some point down here. This one needs the input then of the titanium, so let's go ahead and do this also right away. The belt, number 1, for the first input. Do I need to have this dedicated slot here though? That's the question. There's 2 of them now, right? I want to have this input here for the titanium. And the steel is on the other side though, right? So we have then an output belt now. That goes from here. Oops, all the way. Wait a second. Also finished now the license for tender system.
This contract will help us establish ourselves as a reliable business partner, so it's important to perform at our very best. Director, now I'll explain the basic principles of working with the Logistics Management Center and the contracts exchange.
Let's also have another power pole then here somewhere.
Research complete.
Very good. The next research already completed as well. Whew, that is quick right now. We also have new contracts now with Phasm.
In the center is information about the faction and its contracts. Now select the active contract. This window provides all the information you need about the selected contract. Here you can track its status, accept or cancel contracts, and send resources. Please take a look at it and...
So we have indefinite completion time here for this, so I don't need to stress it. We need to provide these titanium plates, and yeah, we do get these credits out, and as a reward, we're going to get the credits, reputation, and also engineering points. I don't have them yet though, so I'm not going to take it. I will need to start with producing them first. The problem is we need the rolling mill for this, right, to make titanium plates. So that would be my next tech probably, that we can research now, hopefully. In the engineering. Rolling mill, there it is. Takes 10 days. And I'm glad that I chose the engineering science output in the expedition, so we can finish this a bit faster.
Thoroughly stabilize the Hope 2 station, which was damaged during the meteorite impact. The station's orbit height continues to decline, and the closer it gets to the moon, the harder it becomes to transmit messages from our control point. We've sent you the coordinates of the cargo terminal, which we use to communicate with orbital stations. You'll need to see what condition the terminal is in. Contact Hope 2 and get navigation data for the expedition to the site of the meteorite impact. Send the rover and continue preparing for the expedition.
All right.
We
need to get in touch with Hope 2 and prepare to receive the expedition operators. Well, Crust never gives us a simple task.
At the same time, we've finished the components factory now. The thing is, of course, power output is increasing with that. And we are not having enough power output right now, based on my batteries. So, do we get better batteries somewhere? That would be my next question here. We still don't have better batteries, and I also can't see them anywhere. Medium solar panel. This has been researched, by the way. That would be my next goal now. Oh, by the way, also, there it is. Expedition Control Center. That's something we needed for one of the expeditions. Let's also get this on the way. The landing pad platform has been finished now too, so we can now export. And I would also like to start now building me the medium solar panel here. This costs me also some titanium plates, however. Let's build one for now. Let's have a full row of these then over here somewhere. Right, and continue with the small ones. Not here it seems, but here. Also going to need more batteries. There's the large battery then. This is for later as I can see though. So we need a whole bunch of additional batteries. Unfortunately, the components factory, as expected, is not working because we still need colonists, right? I don't have that. Alright, we have arrived at the expedition. In the crater lies a vast storage structure comprised of multiple segmented modules. Emergency vehicles are scattered around the area. A sign by the entrance identifies it as a reserve warehouse from the Crust company. The facility is designed for emergency use and houses a large quantity of steel, smart concrete and modular frames. It also gives me 60 science points for everything, I think. Thank you very much. We have some very good science output there right now. And this helps me to finish now the rolling mill. We can actually queue in the next one already. The fuel generator sounds funny. Drone upgrade, excavation speed by 50% increase for my drones. Also oxide mining has been increased. This is, yeah, let's go ahead because this unlocks of course all the other things then down the road here. So these things are important because of that. And smart concrete factory. I think that's all we need right now. Ice processing, extended tender licenses, and online market allows you to buy and sell resources in a global online system. Let's go ahead and get this one done. Also a rather cheap one. There it is, the rolling mill. With this we can finally produce titanium plates. And I've actually deleted this again. You get the full resources back from what I can see, right? So we got the full stuff back. Let's finish the single resource deposit there. Please on high priority. We're still finishing also that, yeah, that up here. By the way, the medium panel has been finished. Let's make the connection here. Right, producing more energy than ever now, and the output is then 120, 220, right, once they're all charged. That's the important thing, because with that we can power way more factories than before. There is my storage. Let's select the titanium out of this one. Right, because we're going to need several factories going away from the storage then, right? And one of them is now the rolling mill. There it is. Oh, that's the ice extractor. But the rolling mill? There it is. Right, has been finished. Does not need any staff. And yeah, let's go ahead and have this one somewhere down here then. For the titanium plates. Should be done rather quickly. Actually, it needs quite a lot of resources. Also microcircuits, we still have them. There it is in all its glory. This is a pretty important step because titanium plates I think we're going to need for a lot of things. And production is up and running. And with that, theoretically, we can also now start the contract, of course, right? And there's the plates coming out. Doesn't seem to be any animation in this factory. Strange. The other ones have animations, so this one doesn't seem to be finished yet. No props. There's also the attack. Hard rock drilling unlocks the technology to drill into impenetrable zones of the hard rock. Let's go ahead and do this. And also, this sounds interesting, the underground conveyor lets me build the belts underground. That frees up more space than up here, right? That's definitely something I would like to do. Alright, plates coming out. Let's actually have the contract, I think, with that.
This window provides all the information
25?
you need about the selected contract. Here you can track its status, accept or can't. You have
Let's send
entered
the
logistics
resources.
interface. On the left side, please return
this
to the
should be
control
in
center
here now.
interface and we will proceed. You have entered the logistics interface. On the left side of the screen is a list of required resources, which you fill in from your base's supplies. On the right side of the screen is the shipment configuration. You can modify the contract, capsule type, and landing location.
Okay, this is all pretty standard. Still not having enough though, right? So we still need to wait there. In the meantime, let's also send my rover to the next location. So here we have now, yeah, quite a lot of stuff that we can pick up again. Rare earth elements, quite a lot of that too. And yeah, cargo terminal. I think that's the mission that we have right now. And we should also be finishing that expedition control center soon, because then I can really start those cargo expeditions. Automatic repairing saves me a lot of headaches, so we don't need to click on that anymore. We're having a very nice storage here. By the way, I should also have a storage for my smart concrete, of course. Let's go ahead and do this. somewhere. I mean, I will probably need a third one, so let's actually have the storage down here somewhere. I hope this is not too messy at some point, but then again, I have no idea. And then we have the belts going in here. Can we merge those belts, please? Yes, we can. Right. That's important. The game actually does it automatically. There you go. The thing is, though, yep, that capacity of the belts is also limited. So we definitely will need to have faster belts at some point. Fine though, because of course they're also not endlessly producing here. Right. Still haven't reached the belts capacity yet. By far. So that's okay. Finally we have the 25 tons, so I think
fill in from your base's supplies.
we can send
On
it.
the right side of the screen, please return to the control center interface and we will proceed.
There's now the plates being delivered. And that's our first contract. Also, drone upgrades, so my drones are faster now with the extraction from veins. We're at 93% energy for the following night. That sounds great. I think we would still have needed a few more batteries. Contract fulfilled.
As I suspected, the coordinates turned out to be quite approximate. Yeah, for such cases, the rover's equipped with the LPS, Lunar Proximity Scanner. It can detect even weak signals on the surface.
Okay, examine the cargo
First
terminal.
contract has just been completed, and I'm already negotiating the next one. We're in a unique situation. We're at an excellent pace to rebuild production while there's still no alternative to our product on Earth. Even the most basic resources will sell at extremely favorable prices.
Director, the Lunar Proximity Scanner emits a focused when a hidden object is within the radius of...
Please return to the control center interface and we will proceed.
All right, so let's start first with the rover. So we need the proximity. Let's have a look at that. And there is something over here that we can find. So we need to send it over there now manually. In that case, we have, of course, the problem now it's night again, so this will not work forever. Examine the cargo terminal would be also then the next one here. Somewhere in this area it has to be. Contract has been completed. We get some 30,000 credits, some relationship bonuses, and engineering points. And with that, we have 450 engineering points. Great stuff. Lots of engineering here can be done right now. Smart concrete factory. Another upgrade to my refinery. Let's go ahead and do this. And next in line should be something that we finish now.
Research complete.
And there it is. The Expedition Control Center. I would like to build this one ASAP. The thing is though, as expected, it will cost me quite some stuff. However, we have all of this, except the components. It's also huge. Alright. Not going to be as easy as I thought.
Logistics interface. On the left side of the please return to the
I don't have any new
You have entered
contracts,
the
do I?
logistics interface. On the left side of the screen is a list of required in the lower right
Alright, so after a while we have arrived at the point, and we can now select my scanner for this cargo terminal.
Director, the results of the terminal survey are extremely disappointing. Immediately after the disaster, it tried to receive a distress signal from Hope 2, but failed and shut down. Only fragments remain. Even our base managed to receive this message in the better quality. We'll have to repair the terminal to contact the station, and that will involve sending drones and materials to repair it.
And we need the Expedition Center for this.
Acquired a components factory and started mining titanium. The production of titanium.
Director, we still need to carry out repair work outside the base and organize an expedition.
So, Expedition Center, high demand contract. All things nice and dandy. We still need though, for that component production, the first people living here then. And in this case, also high demand contracts that we have now. Let's have a look at that. There it is with these guys here. The ASIL, the Arabian concern of infrastructure and logistics, has something for us, and that is the contract for what? 45 silicon, but we have 94. How very convenient. We have 92. Gives me a bit of that as well. So let's send it over. 45. Next contract that we can finish. And there it is. And our next contract has been finished. Give me that money.
Objective achieved.
Great job, Director. The funds have already been deposited into our account.
And even more
At this rate,
engineering
we'll soon
points.
recoup our
Oh, of course, we didn't have more pressing issues for which the dispatch resources would be useful. But no, Director, we didn't miss out on short-term gain.
Alright, the next contract is already in by the Malachite Heavy Engineering, a large international concern producing industrial and construction equipment. And what do they want? They want, yeah, steel. We have that too. Let's actually send this one out right away. The 60 that we need. Like that. So we're really going on here now. And of course, with that, we do need more production than ever. In that case, I would like to start now with my living, or my colonists, right? So we need to have some life support here now. And with that, there it is, the standard wall, right? And we can get the first colonists then on here. Let's actually start building it here. So we'll just see how big this needs to be. A door. Costs me also one component already. Lots of metal and holy cow, concrete. I think might be a bit too big, but let's go ahead and build this. I hope we actually need to build it now, but in order to get my component production up, we need personnel, right? There it is already. Build living quarters, alright. Yeah, that's going to take quite some time. We have the production of all of this up and running. I would actually like to also double my production then soon, because we do need that, right? The next contract is already coming in. And it's once again steel. For all these rewards. And we don't have any steel right now available, because we're using it now for the living quarters. We do have another iron deposit though. So what is more important now? Let's just see what's actually the problem here. Yeah, we need more iron deposit extraction, right? So let's actually double the output here with another smelting. Was it a smelting? No, it's a single regolith refinery that we need that gets it down then. But what I can see is that we have way too much iron oxide in, right? So another smelting furnace should do just the wonder here. Let's actually build this one a bit further over here then, I guess. There you go. And then we just need to split it. The game should do this automatically. Into that one. There you go. And on the other side, it comes out again then.
Objective achieved.
Alright, the next contract. Thank you very much. Also lots of science points. By the way, do we have enough science still going? Yes, we're fully queued. Output-wise, we're also totally fine, right? So we have a total demand or total output here right now. And we can output 220 right now.
News. In short, I've signed an agreement to complete several contracts on our behalf. There was a frenzy on the market, and I couldn't delay. Competitors were ready to restart production on Earth, or sell off their remaining reserves for such prices. But I beat them to it, and pledged to deliver the resources. Now, it's your turn to show that we're indispensable partners and reliable suppliers. You'll find the accepted contract under the active tab.
Okay, so I guess we will have a bit of a time pressure on this. Yes, 100 days we need to complete the smart concrete and the silicon. It's actually quite a bit.
Mr. Ledger has outdone himself. This is not just unprofessional, but also extremely irresponsible. How about notifying before signing rather than after?
Alice is not
My job
amused.
to secure the most lucrative contracts for the company, Ms. Vance. And if a few small deliveries are too challenging for us, we have no business being in the market.
Director, I'll deal with Ledger later. Try to focus on active contracts. It's very important to ensure these deliveries are on time.
All right. Several problems we have right now. So first of all, charging off the drones. I will need a charger down here too. I'm still surprised that we don't have one. So let's just have a charger for the drones here. There you go. And another thing that we actually will need is, as I can see here, my refineries are getting a bit busted, right? Because they have so much slag in it. 600 actually. The thing is that the slag is a byproduct, right? So we're getting the regolith in and we're producing the oxide out of it and then also slag. And for the slag we will need to have something to do. What can we do with the slag? I guess we need to figure this out at some point. It's not the concrete, but perhaps we can make some regolith out of this. That would be great. What I can see is we don't have anything for it. What can I do with slag? Oh, I think it is the smart concrete factory. Yep, it is the smart concrete factory. We are researching that already. A bit further down here then. There it is. Let's actually cue this one in soon, because with that we can then process the slag into something usable. Alright, also down here the titanium plates are full. This is not good. Definitely want to have a storage for this one. And a bit more space would be suitable. Let's actually have the storage a bit further down, because we're going to need several factories here anyway. I like the belts building system. It's very smart actually. And let's open up more space here. And my next tech has been researched. It was the drone upgrade. So drones excavate now 50% faster. Just on time really for all of this new excavation that we have. Construction continues here. It'll take a lot of time and a lot of resources. Silicon wise we're fine actually. So we are going to have all the resources here soon. I don't have another silicon vein unfortunately. Let's upgrade this one here though, so that we put out more silicon regolith, right? This is not very fast right now. So density should go up now. There it is, right? This is the old pre-upgrade and this is the new version. And on that you can see now more silicon. And there's also my latest storage now for titanium plates. It's daytime in the meantime. Do we have... No, we don't have any more scouting that we can do right now. So it's all about the expedition center and getting people onto this moon. Onto the moon, I should say. 3 more silicon. So the ratio here should be higher now than before. So that we can finish this contract. The crisis contract, it's called. There's the last one coming in. And with that we have all the silicon and all the smart concrete. So let's send the resources and finish this one. And there we have it. Contract fulfilled.
Job, Director.
That's a lot of credits there.
Execute the next contract on time, and I will personally pay for Ms. Vance's therapist.
It's about time, considering you're one of the main reasons to visit him.
Director, Crust has sent us an additional set of drones, which will allow us to expand production even further. treat them with caution.
Perfect. New drones. We do need them, actually. It's 2 drones. But okay, let's give them to me. Perfect. And the hard rock drilling has been researched. That's also great stuff. Because now we should be able to clear this one. Part of it, at least. No, actually, I think we should be able to clear it all now, right? Yeah, clearing it now. And we do get hard rock as a new material out of that. So far so good. Another day fulfilled, another contract fulfilled. We're making bank right now. We're also looking very good on the energy. Now my next main target, of course, is finishing the living quarters and get the first colonists to Moon. That's going to add a whole new dynamic, because then we need stuff like food and social skills, social needs that need fulfilled and stuff like that. Ultimately, to produce the components right now, which is my next major resource. I hope you enjoyed this one. Onwards, stay tuned.